So the reason the Porsche went on strike, they say they got tired of hearing children screaming. Damn, I don't know if I believe them, but it makes sense they be trafficking all the kids. How you think Epstein got all them kids on that island? All the Porsche played a huge big part of it. They want more wages for trafficking toddlers. They tryna use robots so they don't get caught with it. Please don't say focus on Diddy. He just a fall guy, he just a pawn on the board. Y'all already know when you sign to the industry, you're just a puppet, of course. Child trafficking, that's $1 billion industry, so where the billionaires at? Everything in this age of Aquarius is getting exposed, and that is a fact. Y'all thought I was playing when I said hide your kids and hide your wife. For your kids end up in a ritual, drink their adrenochrome, sacrifice. Just remember, Halloween coming up, so y'all better be very cautious. White vans looking for kids that they target. They want all their organs to put on the market. Trying to watch your surroundings, we in the purge. This is not no conspiracy, fuck what you heard. This is real life, Freddy Krueger coming with a knife. This shit is so wicked. The reason the least is not getting their karma, yeah, because they sacrificing the children. To who though? Probably the devil, draconians, or the reptilians. We're not in heaven.
All right, we are now back. We have ourselves Arcazecansee. All right, you know, it's been, you guys know, we've collaborated with him a few times, you know, real powerful musician, real powerful at, you know, using his voice to wake up people, and, you know, one of the most influential people in this generation when it comes to the spiritual community, man. But how's everything been? You know, I heard you had a new child. How's that been?
Yeah, I got a new child on the way. I mean, already here, just came. Sat there and watched her, came out the womb, came out that portal, you know. Been waiting on this. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is yet. Gender reveal video on the way, but waiting on my baby to come out, seeing the placenta come out right after, seeing the cord get cut in, you know, seeing life be born, you know, and it all came from one seed, one little seed and one little egg. You know,
that's powerful, man. So yeah, what's been some things you've been learning on your spiritual journey, especially you being more into the public and you know, you being going through a lot of stuff this year, you know, we're in a dragon year. You are a dragon, you know, in Chinese astrology. So how has, that's one thing I wanted to ask you. How has this year been for you? You being a dragon and we're in a dragon year.
It really, I know a lot of people. I you know, I met up with GG33 last year, and he was telling me like, this gonna be my year. This gonna be the year for me. But internally, and what God and the universe wanted to happen, the ancestors wanted to happen to me for this year, is it wanted me to pretty much build up my root chakra, because you know, I've been getting views, I've been high, I've been getting all this knowledge, but I was always higher in my highest chakras. I was always in my third eye chakra, my what's the chakra up here again?
The crown chakra.
The crown chakra. I was always high, but I never worked on my root chakra. I never really, because people, you know, everybody was already in their root chakra. So it needed somebody, you know, the world needed somebody who was in their crown chakra and that could deliver messages. So this year, pretty much the ancestors wanted me to just work on my root chakra, work on grounding, work on things on the ground, work on becoming a man. That's why I got an ammonite shell on my, this is for root chakras. This is, you know, search up ammonite shell. So
right.
Yeah.
So you mind me asking, and when you was younger, you didn't have your dad.
Yeah.
You didn't have, okay.
I didn't have my real biological dad. I had stepdaddy, you know.
Okay, yeah. So I know that, you know, it's gonna be different than somebody who did have a dad. And, you know, sometimes that's what happens. A man like me, I had my dad when I was younger, but you know, he was very, very, very strict. You know what I'm saying? So it does, like, but you finding that journey now is a blessing, because now you're able to actually, you know, also learn spirituality at the same time. You're also able to, you know, enjoy. Now you have a beautiful, you know, kid. You know, you have a goddess, and you know, you are 24.
24,
yeah. So it's just like, and you're gonna hit your Saturn return at 27, 28. So yeah, in 4 years, that's when it's gonna be like, you're gonna start seeing more like, adulthood.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what, like, from Eastern astrology, a lot of adults really start to really see life for real at like 28, 27. And that's when you can start seeing more money too.
Okay, yeah. I heard millionaires are made a little later. It's some younger, but yeah.
Yeah, most millionaires are actually made around 20. No, they made around 61. But believe it or not, you can get there. If you're lucky, you can get there around your late 30s. You know, most, you know, your Yakis and, you know, all your big people, you know, who get wealthy, they usually get it in their late 30s. Getting it in your early 20s is basically like 1 out of like a billion.
Yeah.
You gotta basically be born in a rich family. You gotta like that's basically how it is. But yeah, you know, you definitely gonna get there. So how have you felt? How has it been since you've had like this child? How have you been feeling for these last few days?
It has been bringing out a lot of inner strength in me, for real. It has been allowing me to pull out things out the crevice that I had deep inside, to pretty much push through things to get it done. Like really do what men do. Like you know, since I really didn't have no real men to show me what it's like to be a man or tell me what it's like to be a man, I'm learning this straight from God universe. You know, and from trial and error, and from just staying tapped in with myself. I don't just want to be any man though. I want to be the best man I can be on the planet, a leader, provider, you know, protector, every, you know, on point with everything.
Right. It definitely does take, you know, I'm somebody who goes on the masculinity journey too. It does take time to really, like, someone who's retained their seed, someone who's, you know, sustained from, you know, intercourse, you know what I'm saying? Also, eating healthy and going to the gym. It does take time to build the masculine journey up. But even experiences with women actually make a man more masculine. And the reason why is because they have to learn to stay and poised during their interactions with women. So if you're around a woman and she's making you pop off, that is actually not a sign that you're in your masculine side, your divine masculine side. But if you're staying in that poise, which is that you have the whole composure, that's basically, you know what I'm saying, part of like masculine energy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of men don't become a man until they actually get more women in their life. They have more failed experiences. If you need those failed experiences, but if you don't need them, you find a woman, a good woman, your first woman, that's good. But most men are going to have some failed experiences. They need to learn how to stay poised. They need to learn how to stay stoic and composure. You know what I'm saying? A woman should not make you pop off, you know, because women are emotional. And you was telling me like most women, like you know, are emotional in your life. So it's like that has caused you to learn how to. What was you telling me?
I was saying that most women, like, once you talk to enough women and once you actually be around a woman, you know, it's one thing to, you know, have, you know, intercourse with a lot of women, but actually understanding a woman, you will start to realize, especially when you ain't had no daddy like me, you will start to realize, if you haven't already, that as a man, you don't got time for no emotions, because that's all that a woman carries is emotions. When they have a baby, their hormones act up, emotions. Even when the baby come out of them, it's something called baby blues, where they're even more emotional because their body has to now heal from just releasing a whole life out of their womb. Now they open, everything got to close back up. You don't have time to be emotional, bro. You don't have time to keep getting mad about what a woman do. She gonna do what she gonna do, and let God handle her. You know, it's really up to you. You know, you can lead her in the right direction, but you can't control that. Like, you just got to be a man and stand in your poised energy. Like, you just have to be.
Yeah, there was actually a study that came out. It said that women's brains shrink when they are pregnant. Did you see it?
No.
Yeah. It was a new study. That's why women become a little bit more irrational and they start acting all like, you know, impulsive a little bit more. And it's just like, you know, staying on your period for 9 months straight, you know, and that's why it just builds up and it builds up. So if the woman already has emotional history, or she's already an emotional woman, or she's watery, you know, it's going to be, it's not going to be easy. But the most important thing is really just like really validating her emotions, you know, giving them reassurance, you know, doing those things. With what I realize is every woman's different. So it's like you got to give her what she wants as a woman and what she needs. Some women, they might have a want. The need is more important than the want. Some women literally need a lot of attention, which is, you know, we probably know that, you know, you talk to a woman and you really want to give her, you got to give her attention. If you ain't give her, that's why polygamy, we're going to talk about polygamy too. We're going to talk about Sean Diddy. We're going to talk about a lot of great things, but even polygamy, right? The issue that I see that a lot of people talk about is that it doesn't work out because the woman don't get enough attention. That's why it doesn't work out most of the time. So if you're a man and you're trying to have 6 wives, you have to realize you have to give all those wives some type of attention every single day. If the wives don't need attention, they're gonna get the attention from somewhere else. That's a fact. So it's like a lot of like I never heard of a successful polygamous relationship I've heard maybe one or two, and those even that's just from the public. So, like, what's your thoughts on polygamy? Have you ever thought about polygamy? Are you a monogamous man or polygamous?
I just need me specifically, man. I just need one strong woman. I just need one strong woman that, you know, that's on the same level as me, which I got. You know, I attracted that. And she's a Taurus. When you got a Taurus, you only really need one of them. You don't need 20 Tauruses. Man, Taurus, you really need one.
Tauruses are some strong people, and because like think about an Earth sign, then they fixed. So it's like they stubborn in reality. Earth is reality. Taurus is fixed. So it's like stubborn people in reality. So they only take in reality. Like, is she realistic, or is she kind of like more into like fantasy?
A little bit of both.
Both, okay, because she might have other placements. But that's the thing. Like, what did she teach you? You being a water sign.
She taught me just how to be more efficient with things and how to just be more, you know, just care for more things that I didn't care about. Like as far as it's just little things to make my life better. That's just little things.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's can't even explain it. Like I can't explain it. Just little things that I'll miss if I was by myself. She helped me see things that I would miss just to make my life more efficient.
Yeah. So have you been on a semen retention before?
Yeah, I've been on semen.
Okay. And you feel like, for the guys watching, what would you say? How long do you feel like men have to go on semen retention?
Number one, you definitely don't need to be beating your meat. That's number one. You don't need to be beating your meat, because when you beat your meat, you start to really think that that's life. You start to really think that this is a feeling that this is how you're supposed to get this feeling. You're not supposed to whack your own stuff. Yes, some men do it for whatever reasons they're supposed to do it, but you have to realize that life is not about getting a nut. Life is about people. So if you always jacking off and not really going out there talking to women and actually understanding women, it's almost like you looking at them as a nut. You looking at them, because when you look going on this phone, you just looking at a bunch of women getting fucked, and you thinking they just nuts. You gonna be far behind where you need to be at in life if this is all you doing all day. This is not what life is about. Somebody cut your meat off today. You are forced to figure out. Oh my
gosh, that's a good way to look at it.
You are forced to figure out what life is about, because you don't have nothing to jack off no more. So you got to look at it in all type of perspectives like that.
Yeah, and be honest, like I've been on semen retention like 2 times for 2 years. Oh no, once for 1 year, then I did it again for another year. So I've seen how powerful it makes men. But the one thing I'll say, people say, "Oh man, it makes you attract women and this and that." That's, who cares about that, man? The real benefits it gives you, it makes you see a woman beyond the sexual lust. Like you actually start looking at her for her mind. That's all you get. You start to read women on a mental level, like real good. So it's like you ain't really like looking at her like, "Oh man, like she bad." It's like, okay, yeah, she look good, but what else does she offer? Fact. So it kind of really makes you see women as value. Yeah. That's what semen retention does. It makes you see woman's value, and that's why men who are on semen retention, it's easier to find a higher vibrational woman or a higher value woman, because you'll see a lot of women don't have a lot of value, and it's not knocking none of the women who do have low value. It's just basically saying like, well, woman's, she looks good, but she has nothing to talk about. She just just offers the same thing. What else? That's basically like the discussion that comes up. So it's just like,
yeah, you definitely don't want to be stopped in your tracks at how a woman looks, her beauty. Like that's level one as a man. Like you really you doing all of this just from how she looks.
Yeah.
Like, who is this person? When you have sex with a person, do you know you're connecting to all of their trauma, to their time, to their spiritual karmic debt? Like, we don't have time for that as men. We don't have time to connect to a person who looks good on the outside but has hell on the inside. I don't have time to go to hell just because you look good. You can go. I don't even want no head or nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. You can go. Once I see that, once I read your energy, it's already off the books with me.
So
I can't
you speaking about like, intercourse, this is gonna be a controversial topic. Do you feel like a woman's sexual partners matter? Her past?
Hell yeah. You say, do I feel like they're
yeah, a woman's history matters.
Do their history matters?
Yeah.
That's why when you talking to a woman, you have to really get to know them. You have to understand, okay, every person that you've been with, how was these relationships? Did you just fuck them just to fuck? Or did you actually have a relationship with them? Did you actually try to do things with them? Did you actually try to build with them? That's what you got to start as a man. You got to start asking questions, bro. You got to. That's why no semen retention is important, because now you starting to get into the woman's personal. Who is this person that I like? Just because she looked good. Who is her though? Did she fuck all these niggas? You gotta understand the patterns of these women, so you can understand that if you don't understand the patterns that she did in the past, then you can dodge things that she might do with you. If she just fuck this man, cheated on this one, and you could just tell by how she think that this is how she think, you can dodge a lot of things that she might do to you. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that.
Yeah. I do feel like, a woman's sexual history matters. I do hear a lot of men say don't ask about a woman's sexual history, because if you really trying to wife a woman and she says something you don't like, man, it's gonna stick on your head. Like once you find out how many men a woman be with, it ain't gonna ever leave your head. So it's like, but some men feel like if she's the one, if it's her, it's her. Like it doesn't matter how many partners she's had. If it's her, it's her. But other men will argue, hey, yo, nah, bro, because it's like the pair bonding might go lower, But then it's just like it honestly, what I learned is just preference. It's just preference. Mm-hmm. So it's like some men, they've had like 25, 30. They don't care if a woman has around that. You know what I'm saying? Some men who are raised more traditionally, who've had like under 10, they want a woman around that same range. So I guess it just depends on like what makes them feel comfortable.
And that's true. But I ain't gonna lie, to some men, like I know I wanted to know, because it's like I can't go through my life just guessing that, oh, she might have 2 bodies, 3 bodies, 4 bodies. Like I just had to know, because as a man, I feel like I just didn't want to keep guessing and keep trying to think, oh, maybe I'm her only body. Maybe I'm her best body. Maybe I'm the biggest meat she had. I gotta know, because if I can understand and get through these, because it's mentally damaging to understand women's past. It's mentally damaging at first, but once you really understand one woman, you can understand the rest of them. Like, damn.
No, it's true. No, it's
like,
true.
That okay, you have 50 bodies. Why do you have 50 bodies? Oh, it's because this person cheated on you and you went to the next, or you was emotionally disturbed by something. Just starting to read patterns that women go through in their life, because women's life is different from a man's life. So you're asking these questions so you can understand her road in her life. So now you can start picking up signs and ask another woman. So you can start saying, oh, so this is how men treat them. This is how you start to get information on people you never even met, because you asking her about her bodies and who she slept with. Now you getting information on how the world works. It's like news you're not about to get on the news channel. Ask these questions so you can understand how other men think and what these other men on this planet do to women. So you can understand how you need to move. How these men think is important. You's a man too, so you gotta, it just lets you know what type of man you want to be.
Yeah, you were saying something a while ago. You had said that nowadays the men are the woman and the woman are the man. So you were saying like, okay, a woman's body count doesn't really matter as much because of that. It's because the woman might have been with men who are all just feminine.
Yeah,
you elaborate on that?
Yeah, because I know a lot of women that be like, man, I only had sex with him one time. Like, it's a lot of my bodies, a lot of women bodies, they'll fuck him one time, and that'll be, I should have never had sex with this dude, because it's like, shit, it's no men on the planet. So it's like, it's no real men, especially in America, because it's like, you got to understand what we went through slavery. They used to take the man out from his wife, and F the man to try to demasculate him type stuff, to try to make the black woman look at the black man as weak now. So now you emasculated because you just got raped. You know, we got to say grape because we don't want to get censored. It's a lot of, we eating chicken that's being pumped with all of these estrogen and things to make them bigger, hormones, female hormones to make them bigger. We eating just in this chicken. We just we grew up with no fathers. All of our daddy getting locked up in jail. All the real men is getting locked up. So it's like we don't know what no man is. So at this point in time, it's like, if you just make it your duty to be a man, bro, you will save so many lives, bro. Just be a man, bro. Just learn everything. Dedicate your life to being a man, bro, and everything will come to you, bro. This is what we need to get back to: manlyhood, masculinity, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro, because it's like I don't care what nobody say. That's a part of being a man too. Not caring about what nobody say, like, because somebody talking, getting to you, that's not manly, bro. What? No.
Yeah, it's not. I agree with you on that, because when you look at masculinity, it's derived off action. So a man who's in action, constant action, he doesn't even have time to even think about what other people think about him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like thinking about and caring about what other people think about you is more on the feminine side, which is receptive, taking it in all in. But the more masculine side is action. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, masculinity also is logic. It's, protection. It's those things too. But the more stronger masculine attributes based off astrology is more, action, like fire signs, you know what I'm saying? So like they like, so it's like they don't, like, you think of Aries. Like an Aries is the most masculine, one of the most masculine signs, the most masculine. So you really think they care about what people think? Because they always moving, you know what I'm saying? They impulsive. So it shows that you right on that, Yeah. So it's like nowadays, in the spiritual community, I have seen, certain women or men, sleep around a lot. And I'm like, I just question them. I do question them sometimes, because I'm like, they'll do it acting like they don't know what sacred energy exchange is. So it's like, maybe they have to learn their lesson. Like maybe they have to actually catch something, or maybe, catch a spirit, because spirits travel through sacred energy exchange. And they're like, so you know what I'm saying? Maybe they have to learn, like, yo, this is bad. They have to maybe rack up their sexual partner, their body. I don't like to say body count, because body count does sound kind of crazy. But sexual partners, maybe they have to rack up like 25 to be like, oh, damn, this is bad. Then, by then it's like not the same.
Yeah, facts. And I heard you say something about spiritual meaning. Just because you spiritual don't mean you know man. Just because you spiritual don't mean you know women. I know a lot of people in the spiritual community talking about divine masculine, divine feminine. But are you really a man though? Like, because a man is the lowest. You could say that's the lowest. That's why I've been working on my root chakra. Because you divine masculine on your crown chakra on the higher levels. But when it comes to earth, the root chakra, that's called a man. There's no divine feminine, no divine masculine. When it comes to the root chakra, are you actually a man on this level? Are you a man on the sacral chakra level? Because that's semen retention. Can you hold your seed? Yeah. Are you man on the heart level? Do you have heart as a man? Are you a man on the third eye level? Can you see when somebody trying to play on you? Are you man on the crown chakra level? Are you a man on the solar plexus level? Do you have confidence? Yeah. It's on every level. It's not about spirituality. It's about, is you a man, bro? If you come on this planet as a man, are you a man? If you a man and want to be a woman, are you a woman as a man? You have to be fully what you trying to be on this planet. You ain't got time to be doing mismatch. Figure it out early. Is you gay? If you gay, then go ahead and fully indulge into that, because it was a lot of emperors and a lot of kings that was gay. It was a lot of emperors that was lesbian. So figure out what you is, and then perfect yourself on every single level.
I did not know that. Wow. But you're right about the chakras though. Every chakra needs to be mastered to be on your masculine journey. So for instance, the root chakra is the poise, the composure. You shouldn't let a woman push you off your emotions, like you falling off and you like always, that's the root chakra. The base chakra, that's like the root. You know, you have the sacral chakra. If you can't control your lust, your sexual energy, you're gonna be like most men. In fact, I've heard Kid Hazel, you know Kid Hazel, he's even said that the sacral chakra is the hardest chakra to master for most men. Yeah. Because most men, they every woman they see, they going crazy. So it's like you should be able to control. Like we all, as a man, men are going to look at women. That's a fact. But you should not be able to lust over, or it should be control. Like control is what's actually powerful. Control, self-control. Then you go into the solar plexus, confidence. Most women wants a form of a challenge. If they get with you and they're able to change you and make you a simp, and you wasn't the same man that you was when they met you, it ain't gonna be the same. So you have to keep the confidence, you have to keep the frame, you have to keep something going for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like men don't just want to challenge, some women do too. So then you go into the heart chakra. They always say in video games, what's the bars? The heart bars. So you need hearts to actually be a man. You need to have a strong heart. Then you go into the throat chakra. You need to speak your truth. Most men, like Rashad Jamal, they have a very powerful throat chakra. They speak whatever they want, and they're actually powerful with it. Then you go into the third eye chakra. You have to be able to teach your woman. The third eye allows you to see the truth, so you can't teach her without seeing the truth. Right. So you got to see through reality. You have to kind of have like a bird's eye view. That's the third eye chakra, a bird's eye view. Then you go on to the crown chakra. The crown chakra is knowledge, spirituality, information, downloads. If you ain't getting no downloads as a man, you ain't gonna really be a good leader. You ain't gonna be a good teacher to your family. So you need all the chakras to be on the divine masculine journey. That's a fact. All chakras matter, and we could say the same for women as well. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't, because we'll get into that to another video.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Another video.
Yeah. So going on to like, we talk about Diddy. We seen Diddy get arrested, and we seen what he's going through right now. I've heard a lot of things earlier, prior, even before this happened, like back in January last year. He's in Atlanta. I've heard a lot of things that he is bisexual. He is really like with men. He does do those mansion parties. I've heard he has a bed in the back of his house, and he actually does things in those beds. And he invites people to his party, and he does things. And I'm like, okay, I do that, but I don't really care about the industry like that. So how do you have to feel about that?
It's a disgrace. I feel like it is a disgrace for melanated people on the planet, knowing how people already look at us, and it's like finally we got somebody that's doing something great for the planet, did something great for the planet, made music dang near what it is today, and you're gonna use your legend status for evil. You're gonna use your legend status to use people. Use your legend status, all this power you got, to mislead people, to just use what God give you for negative. It's almost like God gave you a gift and God bless you with so many things, and you just said, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck with the devil." It's like, that don't make no sense to me, and it's like. I don't think he should be freed, because it's like, bro, you did too much to our people in negative light. It's like, and all the people that they're gonna find, when the feds look at these videos, I don't know what's on the videos. It could be way worse than what we see.
So
they need to be locked up too.
Yeah, I seen you put a list up. So LeBron James was on the list too.
Yeah, y'all seen LeBron James. I seen a couple of clips. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. And from what I'm saying, it just LeBron James gonna get it too. If he had something to do with that, cause ain't no jail like a Diddy jail either. So it's almost like, yeah, bro, y'all know what y'all did, and me coming to Atlanta, seeing how Atlanta moved, it's freaky. I can only imagine what Diddy been doing, bro, with all that power, all this access to all these different type of people, all this money. It's like, bro, I can just imagine. I only can imagine what was going on. 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and I heard that ain't even was baby oil in it. It was some type of. They say it was some type of ecstasy or some type of drugs that was in the baby oil. So you think you going to a Diddy party, you just gonna get your freak on, right? Hey, got the big bed in the backyard and you about to have a freak on. He said, here, get some baby oil. Have fun. Start rubbing the baby oil on you. Now the baby oil is getting in your pores. Whole time you don't even know this is drugs you putting in your body. So now the ecstasy is getting in your pores. And if y'all ever heard, Diddy said he like his parties to be hot. in one of his interviews, he like in the room, and he said it needs to be hot, it needs to be liquor, because when you hot, your pores open up. So when you hot, your pores open up. You got this baby oil that's not baby oil. It's ecstasy, some type of drugs in it. You rubbing it on you. Now the drug getting into your pores. Now you starting to feel, you starting to just feel better. So you've been drugged. You don't even know it. You starting to feel like you just want to F everybody. You drunk. Now you drinking. And then they said they had to use IV just to rejuvenate these people that was having like. So that means, bro, I can only imagine what kind of videos.
Hey, you know what it reminds me of? They have this one movie called Thor, and there's just one guy called Zeus, and in that movie, he actually has orgies. He has orgies with his whole kingdom. He's a king, and that's what some kings was doing back then. They was actually just having orgies all day. Some of these kings wasn't real kings. They was just, just had a lot of status. Status is a form of power, right? Yeah. Money is a form of power. But some people, when they get that power, they just have orgies. Like literally just like, okay, I've already done it all. Let me just enjoy life and, abuse my sacral chakra. And I'm not saying, like we all have the we're supposed to exercise our carnal nature, and if you are in a relationship, that's good, you know what I'm saying? But when you're doing it with 5-6 people and you're doing it with random people and using it on a casual level, you worldly, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to use that word, but there's some people who really worldly, and worldly is just when you have no value, no traditions, no self-love, no morals. That's worldly. Like, that's just like, And
you know one thing the Bible says, nothing new under the sun. All we seeing now is history repeating itself. Because this is the same thing that's happened with Diddy. That's the same thing that happened in Egypt. That's the reason Egypt fall, because y'all had all this power and y'all had all this knowledge and y'all had all this gold and y'all was the most popular people in the world. And now y'all I heard it was so many orgies and all kind of, just nasty shit that was going on in Egypt. You think the Most High about to let this keep happening? I don't care how much God bless you. You gonna take all this power and do what Diddy did? So I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy is just a reincarnated king that came from Egypt, still ain't learned his lesson. Now he gotta go to jail, probably exit the planet because you haven't learned your lesson. You will be back. But he'll be back. Most likely he'll be powerful again until he learn his lesson. So this is most likely a reincarnated king from Egypt or something. Because we ran.
Yeah, he probably was a reincarnated king, but probably had a lot of probably had a really strong dark side.
No, I heard they had a lot of orgies in Egypt, bro. Like all them women that was dressed in they was dressed in those Egyptian gowns. They was having sex parties over there, bro. Like man, that was that was
orgy. I'm talking about, and thing is, a lot of people was cheating. You know how they nowadays in Miami? I went to one thing like a while back. They actually like have hotels where you can actually let a man F your wife. You know about that? Yeah, and then you exchange.
You say where?
And no, they have that in Miami.
They let a man F your wife.
Yeah, and you smash his wife.
Okay.
Yeah. It's called I forgot what it's called, but you can exchange basically your partner with someone else's partner for a day. And you know what I'm saying? And they do that in rich areas like Miami. They literally do this in Miami. So what does this mean? This means that these are people who probably, and they're all rich, so they ain't no regular. They people usually who got like millions of dollars. They do this because they probably have past lives to where they actually was doing things like that, having orgies. So now they have to reenact what they used to do. And a lot of things, that's why your past life can be very important, because it doesn't just tell you your south node, it tells you things like what you are used to doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it tells you things that you like to do, it tells you things that but your north node kind of is like where you need to grow, kind of like the opposite of where you're supposed to go. So yeah, with the Diddy situation, I feel like and you could even look at his aura, you could read his energy, you can kind of tell it's like dark. His energy look dark, and he a Scorpio, so he look very like mysterious, but like you could tell like it's intense. But what you think about we'll talk about a few other events, what you think about the black man who got hanged? What you feel about him?
You talking about in North Carolina?
Yeah. And aren't you from South Carolina?
I'm from South Carolina.
Yeah, so we think about the North Carolina hanging.
I saw a video
oppression and all that.
Yeah, I saw a video that they said that it was a video that did surface, and it showed that he bought his own rope.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that was true. I don't know if that was him. But in general, if this was true and he actually got hanged by somebody, I'm not surprised, because it's like, bro, this is how this planet was. This is how America was founded. Not founded, but this new age America was founded off of them hanging us. You know, a lot of us are prisoners of war. You know, we've been hanging since Jesus' times. Nigga, we've been crucified. So it's almost like, you know, Jesus was black, hair wool. He's been crucified. That was just the back then of how they hang people. You know, guillotines and cut your head off. They've been doing this for ages. So it's like, bro, you just gotta know how to move, bro. As a man, bro, like you just gotta be a man, bro. Like I ain't no reason that you shouldn't have nothing on you. You should, bro. If something, bro, I'm not going out like that.
Yeah,
bro. You have to protect yourself, bro. Like I'm not going out like that. It's like, bro, I'm a
to this day, they still have real life sundown towns, like real, like we're in 2024, and you telling me I'm going to Clayton County, or I'm going to this county, and I actually have to watch out if I get pulled over. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it shows that, you know, when I was younger, I was a little naive. I used to think that, you know, racism wasn't that strong, you know, because, you know, we kids, so we're not really like worried about that. As I started to travel more, I was like, oh yeah, this is still going on. Everywhere I go, I'm looking, I go to a store, all Caucasians, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is still a real thing.
Yeah, because I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, bro. If y'all know about Charleston used to be a big slave port. It used to be big with rice. You know, I'm from a fully slave state, bro. You can see so many. you can see so many. When you driving downtown, it's still they got hang trees up with memorials around it. Like, this is a famous hang tree. Like, if you don't cut that bitch down. But at the same time, right, you got to realize, the Confederates lost the war. The Confederates against the Union. The Confederates, they wanted slavery. The Confederates wanted slavery. They wanted, you know, their people to be, they loved it. But they lost against the Union, and they had the, you know, Emancipation Proclamation, Gullah Wars. We helped the Union defeat these Confederates. Cause no, bro, ain't nobody about to stay in slavery. So they was, you know, there's a lot of them that's still mad that, dang, now I got to do all the hard work. Now I got to go cut my own grass and go, you know, make my own field and grow my own crops. They still mad. So it's like, in Georgia, even in Georgia, it's this house I drive by. They got a skeleton of a dude hanging in their yard. It's like, bro, you gonna see this, because, you know, it's a lot of people that was mad that we got free, but that wasn't about to happen forever. Yeah,
and talk about the Gullah Wars. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't learn about the Gullah Wars until like recently, probably like this January. But I do know that the Gullah Wars is like a Americanized Haitian revolution, and it's basically like when they was going, like, and I say they, like us, we was going from slave plantation to slave plantation, and we was actually chasing the slave masters down, which isn't in the books. But can you know, you're someone, I think you have Gullah Geechee yourself. Can you go ahead and elaborate this?
Yeah, I'm Gullah Geechee myself. So it's, when I did research on this, I already knew, because I already been connected with my ancestors. Like, they chose me to do certain things. So I'm already can feel the energy of, by me being Gullah Geechee, I already can feel the energy
like
of
the passion, the war.
Of these past ancestors, you know, be coming through me, talking through me, or coming to me. They're coming to me since I've been a kid type stuff. So I just answered the call. But these, bro, I get visions. I know when I went on a shroom trip, you know, you can look up Gullah Jack. I've been getting visions of cutting slave masters' heads off, and bro, it's like, bro, we did not even when I went to Louisiana, you know, my girl, she got relatives in Louisiana, so she Creole. So you already know, like,
your girl Creole?
Yeah,
she Haitian?
She from Louisiana, okay. Like her people from Louisiana, so wherever that is, right there, Creole, and you know,
but she speaks Creole.
She don't speak it, but she just got that bloodline.
Oh yeah, so she probably got Haitian already.
It was a lot of slave revolts, even in what was it called? I forgot what it was called, but it was a lot of slave revolts, bro. Like, you think people just about to sit in slavery? It's people that think like me today. It's people that all you need is one person that can speak to their other people and be like, why is we in slavery? All we got to do is this, and this, and we'll be free.
Yeah.
All you got to do is, it's only one slave master that and a few other white people against us. You think we about to just sit here and not try? So so pretty much the Gullah Wars, a lot of, from what they said, I'm pretty sure it was a lot of cliques throughout the whole South, but from what they said in the books, when you read about it, a lot of them went to Florida and, ganged up in Florida, because Florida had the most, they had the most forest jungle looking life. So we use the trees. If you look at Avatar, we use the trees, we use the alligator, we use plants, hoodoo, voodoo, we use all of that to pretty much free ourselves. It's like, and you got to realize they kept sending people to Florida, and the reason, like, they kept sending people to Florida, but with Florida being a peninsula like that, it was just a perfect place to just hold their ground. So they kept sending people. We kept defeating them, to the point where it was like, bro, that I don't think that fully of what helped free us, but that definitely played a part, because the Union started to fight, slavery. We definitely pushed for that. Like, we definitely start like, damn, they're killing all the slave masters, they're killing people. We don't want America to turn into no war ground. So we shifted people's minds in the higher ups from actually spilling blood. Like, you got once you at a corner, like, melanated people don't like problems with no other race on the planet, really. But if we getting cornered in like this, we getting slaved, and y'all not giving us no type of room to breathe, we gonna snap. Yeah, and you don't want us to snap, because we gonna tear everything down, and that's what they didn't expect that.
So you was Gullah Jack.
Yeah, either that, like, I learned that in the shroom trip. Either I am Gullah Jack reincarnated, or he's the person that has been mentoring me, I guess, on the spiritual realm. Because it's like, he definitely came to me.
Yeah, he probably, because if he's Gullah Geechee, he probably, and you have Gullah Geechee energy, he probably gonna work through you, and you want to, like, you definitely a very powerful influence. And like Rashad Jamal, he's a powerful influence. I know you went to his court hearing, but what's some things you learned about, like, through a situation, like, you watch him, I watch him, and you learn that sometimes false imprisonment. So what's some things you learned
about Rashad Jamal? I learned that I learned that until you on your own, bro. Like, I heard, because I went to his court hearing and it was only like 6-9 people there. It's like all this knowledge that he put out, all this, let's stand up, and only 9 people show up out of millions of followers this man had, and I was one of the people that pulled up. I was like, bro, you on your own. If God sent you to do something, you better just go ahead and do it, because you on your own anyway. So just do what you got to do on the planet, help them, and go ahead to the next existence of life after this planet. You don't have time to. That just showed me I don't have time to do things I don't need to be, or being with people that I don't need to be with, or trying to think that my purpose, like, just that helped me to start really just moving in my ego and start really realizing I got a mission. Let me just finish my mission so I can do what I got to do. You got a mission. Just do your mission, bro. If your mission lands you in jail, shit, you gonna be praised for that when you get out, or in the afterlife. If your mission lands you to be dead, shit, at least you die with a purpose. Because you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Yeah. And that's what makes a lot of people think about, like, because one day we are gonna die. We're gonna ascend, right? We're gonna leave this plane, right? And one person said, as soon as you're born, you have to end hell. But if you break down in hell, you are low key in hell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to understand, one day you have to die. So when you die, what do you want to look at yourself as when you die? If you're somebody who watches videos all day, is that what you want to look at yourself as? 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? So that's what makes people do better, because you don't want to die with regrets. And Brother Yosef said that, like, if you die right now, you don't want to be like, damn, I could have, done that video with him. I could have put myself and put my music out there in the community. Like, you don't want to die with that, because he said if you have those regrets, you might have to come back. Those regrets actually are stronger in the spiritual realm, because thought forms surround the spiritual realm. So if you die and you have all these regrets, why you didn't put yourself out there and showed your face and do these things, you're going to have to come back, bro. So that's one of the reasons why I show my face, because like I'm like, yo, I don't want to have no regrets. I want to go 100%. I want to do this, and I ain't going to ever come back.
Yeah. When you die, the only thing you want to feel is, I'm proud of myself. I did what I was supposed to do. I saved many lives. That's going to be the light that you walk in. When this physical flesh goes in the ground, the light that you walk in. I did what I had to do, bro. I'm a man, bro. I got shit. I'm a leader. Like, that's what you want to walk in, because that's gonna be your money. That's gonna be your energy. Is gonna be your money on your next life. So you getting money right now. You think that you broke just because you don't have physical dollars, but your money, like, money comes to people who already rich internally. So that's why you have to build yourself up as a man. You have to do things that make you proud, do things that makes you a likable person. Just do things that other people ain't doing. Just be a leader, and you will start to move in money energy, and money will just come out the fucking sky. Just do things. Just it will just come out the sky. Just do things, bro.
Yeah. What I learned about money too is that on this journey, on this spiritual journey, some people don't, like money like that, because they get too spiritual and they start to demonize money. But what I realized about money is that it's tied to your self-worth. And that's why in astrology, second house rules money and self-worth. So a lot of people who win the lottery, right? They actually lose all the money and they actually become broke again because they didn't feel like they deserved the money. So if you really want to be rich, you just got to feel like you deserve it. That's all it is. It's just self-worth. It don't matter what people say like, oh man, you doing it for money. Bro, what? You deserve the money.
You deserve it.
Like, it's just, that's, anytime someone say that person is just a money man, or they like, bro, that person probably deserves it. And you probably feel like you don't. So it's like, that's how, it's all it is. Like, anytime someone like monetizes something, this and that, they deserve it. So yeah, that's all it is, and that will make people rich easier. Just feeling like they deserve money. Like everything you do, like you might see, I've seen people in the community charge like $500 for, like maybe doing a reading or something, or maybe doing like a healing, and then people come for them and they be like, oh man, blah, 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 but the person still stays around because they like, hey man, I deserve this money, and I have a high self money worth. So it's like some people, they might put that price and they might feel like they don't deserve it, and they might not really get no sales or whatever. Yeah,
because they did the work that other people didn't do.
Right.
If you do the work, you deserve. Don't, when you go to work and you work every day, you show up on time and you do the job and you do it better than everybody else, don't you get a raise? Don't you get a paycheck at the end of the day? You deserve it, right? So it's the same thing when it comes to people that got their own business. That means they didn't get a job. They learned something that the average person don't learn, and they mastered it. And it's nobody else on the planet that has done and walked in your footsteps. You deserve the money. You deserve more than the average person. You do.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just like knowing you deserve money, knowing you deserve the worth, knowing you have the worth, and also studying business tips as well. Like, did you know when you raise your prices up, the value of your products goes up too? So if you're selling something for $9, people go, okay, $9, but you selling something for $45, people actually want the $45 product more because they feel like it offers more. So the higher prices are, the more like, damn, this price, I actually want it. It's the energy. It's the subconscious mind. Whatever is harder to get, people want more of. It's like you got two women. One woman, she's like, let's say you look at her as a 6, like everything in her life. I mean, she don't got a car, she got nothing going on. She don't look that good. You got another woman, who looks good. She got like a lot of stuff going on in her life. You're gonna want her more because she has more value, but she might be hard to get though. She gonna play hard to get, but you still gonna want her more. So the same thing with prices. It's like, when you raise your prices up and you're an entrepreneur, that's actually a good thing. And I learned this through sales, marketing. You gotta understand that low prices, like if you're selling on things on your thing for $4-3, bro, ain't people like, hey, it's trash, man, like a dollar store. You don't go to the dollar store looking at it, the dollar store the best store. So you gotta like, and it's okay when you start off though. You gonna like may have a dollar store mindset, but as you get up, you're gonna have to really be like, yeah, you gotta get comfortable with understanding what value really is. That's all value is. It's just worth. It's just knowing that it's an exchange of energy. Just by if I have 2 cups of bottles right here, I can sell one for $10 and one for $3. The one for $10, just because you spent the $10 on it, the one that you spent $10 on, you're gonna feel like it's just more powerful, and it's actually gonna make your energy better. Yeah. So just by increasing your prices, you're actually increasing the power of your products, like without a doubt, because people are spending more, so they're investing it, and they're actually putting more energy. I spent this much, I know it's gonna be like worth it. So it's just like that's magic, that's science. Value.
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, just like science. That's like, you know. So that's why, like, yeah, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I got to get more into business tips, but that was hard.
Yeah, man. So going into like music, what's some of the best tips you give off to like people who are scared to release their music?
Scared to release their music, bro. You don't have time to be scared, bro. We don't have time. Y'all gotta realize, bro. If y'all listen to Rashad Jamal, he said it's been it's some type of time spell that's on us right now. We don't have a lot of time. If you read the Bible, it says we used to live to hundreds of years old. Time has been sped up tremendously. We don't live until 90-something years old, if that. So you don't have time to be scared. Put out what you need to put out. Do the research behind of what your craft is. Don't be scared, bro. Like, we don't have time, bro. Like, I just want to let y'all know we do not have time to waste, bro. I don't know how much.
And we're in 2024. We don't know when the next lockdown is at, bro.
We don't know when the next lockdown, bro. You don't have time, bro. You don't have time.
So it's like, and I see this is also a magic trick that people use too. A lot of spiritual people always say, "Oh yeah, the system's about to go down, man. No money, man. We just, shock up, all that, bro." People been saying that for like 10 years now. So it's like, are you going to let that stop you from getting money? Like, are you really going to let, like, thinking that any day they're going to be a lockdown prevent you from getting out and doing business? Like, I've seen people literally say, like, yeah, man, that's why I'm not really doing nothing right now, man. It's about to go down, and it just like this is an excuse.
Yeah, no
procrastination.
Shit,
we could be saying that for another 10 years. Like, you don't really know what's gonna happen next, but you have to live in the moment. You have to be in the present moment and realize that it's just like, you gotta live now. You gotta live now, and they teach about that in a book called Power of Now. You gotta live in the now. You can live. You can think about the election that's gonna happen. What is it? Two more months. We're in September. We could think about that all day long. I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen, but we know that something bad may happen because the reactions. But yeah, we learned that it's just like time is valuable, so you have to use the time you have now.
Facts.
Yeah, you have to use the time you have now.
Them boys say we got 10 days left, boy. I'm stoked. I'm gonna do everything I can, and I'm not about to just give up and slump. Yeah, we all gonna die anyway. Well, shit, I'm gonna make sure I die the most comfortablest. And I'm gonna make sure I die a man, not no damn slouch. Who can I help? Who can I help make more comfortable? Who can I calm down? Cause I'm not about to cry if we about to die in 10 days. Okay, I need to get myself together because this could be a lie. I see everybody else panicking. Let me keep myself, cause through panic, you can get a lot of you can jump levels when everybody else panicking and you the calm one. Now everybody else panicking, you could see things better. You could see, oh, well, they don't see this right here. Let me go ahead and get this. Now you up $1 million just off of keeping yourself calm and collected, poised. And
and it's also meditation. People they sleep on that, but the brain is so important because everything derives off your brain. Like a lot of people, there's a million new cases every year of Alzheimer's and dementia. So that means every year people are becoming dumber. You know why? Because the fluoride water. That's why. The showers, the hot showers, drinking tap water, cooking with tap water. You're not using no hair talking. You're not cleansing out your third eye. You're not meditating. Your brain is becoming weaker. And that's why people have bad memory issues. I'm pretty sure a lot of people watching this have ADHD. Memory issues. You walk in a room, you forget what she was going in the room for. So it's like we now don't really have good brains, and you got to keep your brain healthy by meditating. Meditating literally makes you live longer. It reduces aging. It literally regenerates new cells. It calms all your body. It calms stress. Stress is like the number one killer. It calms all cortisol levels. You have to kind of just keep your brain not as overactive, you know, because we get too stimulated. The brain just starts going crazy. So you got to keep the brain health good by taking your herbs, drinking teas, you know, detoxing, meditation, sleeping. Like it's like, you know, I realize like the small things matter. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, just the small daily regimen, the small daily routine is important on a daily basis because those small things make you like whole. It make you like whole for real. So it's like, yeah, small things. Yeah.
Facts.
So I got this. This is you know, this is a black obsidian blade. So this is for, you know what I'm saying, cutting soul ties. You know what I'm saying? Kid Hazel told me about this, but Brother Yosef also. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? What you do, take your spiritual bath, and you, yeah, you know. So if you really like sleeping around, which I don't do, but if you was the type of person to do that, or if you have a soul tie with someone, you get you a black obsidian blade, and you gotta cut the soul tie, but you take a spiritual bath and you just boom, because you know no one wants to be like connected with a toxic person, you know what I'm saying. So black obsidian is obviously one of the most powerful crystals for releasing negative energy. So when you have it as a blade, you're energetically cutting cords off you, and you know, yeah, very very powerful because like I'm pretty sure if like you've had like soul ties before, and like you already know that ain't it.
That ain't it, man.
Yeah, like you like you really breaking up with someone you like you really don't really want to be with them, but you feel the emotional connection, so you kind of feel bad, and you keep going back with them, and it's like, oh my gosh, bro. And that's why we see these toxic couples who've been together for like 10 years, and they really don't want to. They low key don't want to be together, but they're so used to it. That's toxic, man.
Yeah, that's toxic, man. Tiring it's just going in circles, bro.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go so you can grow.
Yeah, that's some powerful stuff right there. Yep.
Let it go so you can grow, man. But sometimes the universe keep you in that relationship so you can learn from. If you ain't learn your lessons that you ain't supposed to learn while you in that relationship, the universe, God will keep you in the relationship. So learn the lessons, bro. Learn what you doing wrong. Learn what that person is doing. So universe can release you from this demon. Because, you know, you decide to sleep with the demon. So, you know, your higher self, God, is going to keep you in this relationship until you learn a lesson, so you don't sleep with no more demons. Now you can identify what you don't need to be around next. But if you keep falling for the little tricks and the little mental games that they play, you're gonna keep going through it. So you have to really be strong internally and be able to see with your third eye sharp.
Yeah. Because you were telling me earlier that women do play games, you know what I'm saying, which we already know, like, you know what I'm saying. Not all women are the same, but just like how all men have traits, you know, all women gonna have emotional tendencies. So it's just like that's why you gotta have a poise as a man and understand woman nature and to understand that they are different than men. You know, that's just straight facts. So understanding that when you're in a relationship, it's about loving them unconditionally, but you first have to want to be with that person. That's what I realized. Like that's the number one thing about any relationship. Most relationships that do well, from what I see, like both people didn't have too much of like a past, or maybe more. That's what I see most. And also, both people really want to be together. That makes most relationships. They didn't really have too many partners in the past, and they also both really want to be together. It's even. Not one person, like the most unhealthy relationships are people where one of them wants to be with the other person. The other person's like, yeah, I like you, you know, we're going to just be in the moment. And then they also had like a lot of people they've been with in the past. It always ends up toxic. So it's like, you know, you got to really want to be with that person. Like, do you see yourself with this person in 10 years? Are you going to be happy? Are you going to feel satisfied? Are you going to feel secure? And we hear a lot of things about insecurity in the dating community. Oh, he's insecure, she's insecure. What I realize is insecurity, it really is just not feeling confident in the future. That's all it is. So sometimes it's not insecurity, it's actually intuition. So if a man or a woman is insecure about the partner, really cheating, it's actually their intuition telling them, yo, they gonna say you insecure, but it's your intuition. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, people gotta understand, like, wake up when it comes to these things. If your intuition is telling you, I don't think I'm gonna be with this goddess in 10 years or 5 years because she's like, I don't know. You get this feeling, but she's telling you, yes, we are, you've been insecure, la, 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 la. Or same thing with you, a woman, like, you feel like this man's a cheater and, he's telling you like, nah, man, you insecure, blah, blah, blah. You have to listen to your intuition. You have to examine why you're feeling this way. That's what intuition is. Examining why. Why do you feel this way? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, that's the thing about intuition, is it gets stronger over time too.
Perfectly said,
yeah.
Bro. Facts.
It definitely gets stronger over time, man. Over time, a man, he gets stronger over time too, because he builds up more of his poise. A woman, she builds up more of her value through other things, through her nurturing. Yeah, nurturing skills is like, I think the best, healthiest woman for a man is a family woman. Oh my God. Women who love their family, those are like the healthiest women.
You want to find a family woman. Like,
yeah.
I was lucky to have a woman who grew up with family, so that's all she knew. Like, that's all she always knew, she wanted a family. So family oriented woman is a key finder, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna, I don't know, bro. You might run into a perfect girl, but in today's age, you're not gonna run into no perfect girl, bro. You gotta realize, bro, music industry putting all type of negative things in our head. Fuck bitches, get money. So that's all we doing in our community. We're fucking up our community from a few people making music that's being told to make music by other executives who's paying them to make music. So they're paying them billions of dollars to use their gifts to send messages to our communities, and we're listening to these messages and fucking up our communities. So now we actually want to live a actual real life, but and you came to the realization, this ain't the way. I'm not trying to follow nobody else and do what these other people doing. So now you come to your senses and you look. Now you see a bunch of fire. You see cars destroyed. You done destroyed your whole community. Now when it comes time to really be happy and find a family, now you gotta fix this person, or you gotta be with this person and accept certain things that you know you internally would not want.
Right.
Now you gotta do, because you've destroyed your community.
So you feel like there's no perfect woman nowadays.
In America, it's gonna be hard to find, bro, because the more years that keep going on in America, and the more that we not running anything, we don't have businesses, and we don't have positive influencers and positive role models in our communities. The more that I don't see it getting better. I mean, shit, people like me, people like you, we trying to help, trying to balance everything out.
Balance, yeah.
But if nobody is helping and nobody actually trying to fix their communities, bro, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse until there's nothing left. That's why they can easily persuade us. That's why they can do whatever they want to do with us. That's why they can kill our people and lock up our leaders, and we don't do nothing, because we've crippled our community. We've done it to ourselves. That's why I say I don't care what y'all talking about. Oh, the white man and the other people, bro. You're fucking up your own community, bro.
Yeah.
You're fucking up your own community, bro. So it's almost like, and I guess people moving in the mind state, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah. And what you think about the passport bros? Like men who go out to other country and they kind of give up on black women.
Bro, I can't respect them, man. I can't even lie, because you got to realize your heritage. All of your ancestors grew up on this land. Everything that happened on this land, you are a responsible you, especially if you a man. Passport bros, the reason you're a bro, because you're not a man. You have a if you was born in America, you have a responsibility to fix your country. This ain't the white man country. This ain't USA. This don't belong to nobody else but you. You was born here. Your ancestors died on this land. So now, by you being a direct descendant of them, it's your job to fix this planet. It's your job to fix what the other people around you ain't trying to do. It's your job to be a leader. And if you want to be a follower, you gonna die like the rest. And you gonna reincarnate and come back. That's why as a man, bro, you don't have time to be mad. You don't have time. You have to be poised for real. Girlfriend cheat on you. Why she cheat? Now you got to figure out you got to.
If your girlfriend cheat on you, you have to find out why are you choosing women that are cheating.
Yeah.
Why? What did you not see? Like I've never been cheated on because I'm not the type of person to just date anyone. But
yeah, if
you was to happen to you, you have to be like, okay, damn, I might have bad discernment. I might like women. Like Brother Yosef said, you might secretly, subconsciously like women who do that, or you might secretly, subconsciously attract women like that. So that's why you have to change the music. If you're listening to hood music or women cheating, this and that, you can subconsciously like that, but hate it consciously, but subconsciously like it. That's why it's like the subconscious mind is scary because, you got to really be careful in the music you listen to because if you're listening to depressed music, you might start becoming more depressed, but think that you're really depressed, but you're really not. So, yeah, it's a very, very, very
you really gotta be your own psychologist, bro, because you gotta realize like this world is ran by psychologists, scientists, and people who really
astrologers, all types of people who study
the mind, study the body, study the planets. So it's almost like, bro, you're one man and you're competing against all these people that's using all of these techniques to keep you down. So you have no choice but if you today drinking, smoking, and just dancing and dancing to your death, please choose today to realize that all of this, everything that you're doing that making you happy has been thought about by a higher power person who's getting paid millions of dollars to keep you in that state. Entertainment was created to keep you in a state of not paying attention to what's going on around you. What else? Alcohol, poison was created to keep you drunk so you don't know what's going on. Somebody snatched your kids, your family. Rap music was created by, I guarantee, like if you really go do your research, rap music, I feel like hospital and people who do organ harvesting is paying the rap community executives for them to tell the artists to push messages about killing, drugs, and all this shit that's causing you to die, so your organs can be transmitted to them, so to keep the rich white people and rich black, whoever at the top, to keep them healthy. If you die, that's another organ that they can use to help somebody else who running this planet. They don't care about you. So the only person that can need to care about you is yourself, bro. If you want to make a change, bro, we got to.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I listen. I do feel like you right on that. Men gotta be selfish. They do, because if you're selfless, you go like women. If they're selfless, it's better a little bit. But when they're selfless, they only get used for what they can do. When they're selfish, like you got to have a balance. Be in the middle. But most men, depending on how you're raised, you may not be you may not be selfish. But you have to be balanced, because when you're in the middle, you're able to learn that the world doesn't have your best interest, especially if you're a melanated man. You already going to be villainized a little bit. You're already going to have a high profile, so you don't get as many chances to prove yourself. So you got to really, like, this is reality. I know some people don't like reality, but this is reality. If you're a black man, it's already a little tougher for you. So you got to low-key in a realistic level, understand that, okay, I have to be on my crap. I have to really be serious on my decisions in life, because, I can't get away with, like, not having money and I'm 40. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you have to really work. And one of my best advice, what I'm learning, is to travel. Like, traveling is like, I know you travel. Traveling is so important, because I feel like, especially if you're someone like who wants to like satisfy your life, you have to travel. And like whether it's even driving to another state, driving to another city, driving to another like a neighbor state, doing the small things that traveling is gonna allow you to kind of gain more wisdom. Yeah, this is wisdom is like I'm somebody who's like my platform is like I'm big on wisdom. Like I just love wisdom so much. So it's like knowledge is like you learn something and you know it, but wisdom is applying it. It's like the elderly knowledge. So it's like wisdom
People,
is.
Yeah, you only can get wisdom from experience.
From experience.
Yeah, you can read about everything. It's, they teach us this in school, but they name it differently. They call it qualitative and quantitative, experiments. I think the quantitative is when you read about it. It's when you do research and stuff. But qualitative, so you do research. You study gorillas. Quantitative will be, I read about all gorillas, so now I'm ready to go live with gorillas. No, you not. Qualitative is I grew up with gorillas, so I know exactly how these gorillas think. I know how they operate. I can talk to them, communicate. They have actually went through the growing process and really understanding gorillas from what a gorilla is, not from reading no books. So who would you go to for knowledge? Would you go to the person that know all about gorillas from books? Or would you actually ask the person who grew up with the gorillas so you could see the essence of what a gorilla is and why is these gorillas so famous? What makes them so popular and what makes them a gorilla? Once you understand that in real life and talk to this person, you can learn wisdom that can help you in other things in your life. Wisdom is more important than knowledge.
Yes. So speaking about gorillas actually have the highest testosterone, like one of the highest testosterones. And that's why they're so masculine. That's why they said the testosterone levels are like, I forgot how the number it is, but it's like hella multiplied than humans. That's why they're like that. So it shows men when they're in the high testosterone, they don't really think. Like they're more action based. So action based, being about action is really like masculine. That's like they are really, and they're strong too. That's why they're so strong. Testosterone makes you literally like you take supplements that help your testosterone alone, that makes you just naturally more stronger. So I was like low testosterone makes a man like more weak, more passive. Like if you with your girl, like she shouldn't be kind of like bossing you around. You gotta be a little bit more like, you gotta be a little bit more than her. Like, so it's like those things, these are psychological, biological, subconscious, like the subconscious attraction of the mind. So yeah, very, very, very important.
Facts.
Yeah. But yeah, studying the animal kingdom, animals is like, I know you have a cat, I have a cat. Cats are very, very powerful. They will make you wealthy. They will make you comfort. They will help with high blood pressure. They are also familiars, they said. They're familiars. They help you on your journey. They give you like certain like kind of like a good protection, especially if it's a black cat. You just feel more grounded around the cat.
Yeah, so, I love my cat, boy. It's like, and that's another thing. When you get things that you love, that's why you got to get things that you love. When you get things that you love, you will start to vibrate with more love energy. That's why they say do the things that you love, because in order to really access your power, your heart chakra has to be activated. So if you in your house and you walking around everything you love, like I got my studio in my house. When I go in my studio, I start permeating because I love my studio. I got my girl in there. I love her. So I start permeating with love with her.
Oh, yeah. So you're saying us as humans, we can pure.
Huh?
You saying us as humans, we can pure.
Compure?
No, pure. Like how cats pure?
Yeah. It brings out your pure energy. If you in your house and you love your dog, it brings out the love energy in you. So once you are permeating with love, you can use that love energy to do something. That's why I'm going, quote unquote, going so viral. That's why I got magnetism. My heart chakra is helping with my magnetism because I'm always around things that I love.
You love to do, yeah.
I love to do things that I love in general. That's why family is important. That's why you don't want to be around too much things. You don't want to be around unloyal people because when they cross you, you start. Oh, that's why people. My heart on my sleeve, and they got a cold heart. Once you got a cold heart, bro, you now that's how the devil can get to you.
You don't do things you love. Now you're doing things for the wrong reasons.
And
that's the thing. You could tell, like, I'm not saying no names. You could tell some people in the actual conscious community, they're not doing it because they love it. They doing it for other reasons. But you can tell when someone's on the camera and they actually are passionate, when they put in like real passion. No, you can't fake passion. I don't know if you like, can you fake passion?
Nah.
It's hard to fake passion.
It's
so,
hard, man.
Yeah.
It
so,
takes too much energy.
Like if you like, okay, I'm passionate about like certain topics like spirituality, metaphysics, astrology. That's why I get passionate about it. But I can't fake passion about something I'm not passionate, like dinosaurs. I'm not passionate about dinosaurs. So if I'm talking about it, I'm just not gonna really. But you could tell when someone's just on the camera, it's like, yeah, you know, they don't really love what they're doing. They're doing it for money. You know what I'm saying? And they might have a high money worth, which everyone should. But why are you in that community? Go into another community and get monetized. Go into a community that's more about books or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Ooh, passion.
Yeah, they're doing what you're passionate about. Like me watching Divine Insight, me seeing how he was very passionate, it showed me and it showed a lot of people. It made a statement that it's okay to go to the max of your passion. It's okay to show that because some people need to see passion. If everyone's all like, you know, passive with things, you know, and not really showing how passionate, you know, then you know it's gonna be boring. But sometimes you have to get passionate so people can feel the fire, the heat. That comes from your soul. Like the heat comes from your soul. So it's like you gotta release that passion because people feel it. Like you know when Divine Insight on the camera, you feel it. You're like, yeah. So it's like you gotta feel that heat. You know, it's all about that heat, man.
Yeah, and it's way more powerful when you put it on the internet because now you can reach millions of people that can feel your passion. Yeah. See, people that go on the side of the corner, you can see a few of them in real life. You know, they might got a crowd around them, but when you do it on the internet, you gotta realize it's millions of people on the internet. So all it takes is for a few of them to see your passion. Now you putting it on TikTok. They see your passion. Now you grow a following. Now they sharing your passion to everybody else. So for everybody else that's passionate in the same things you passionate about, you actually the person that's doing the work and putting out the messages. So anybody else that's passionate in the same things you passionate about, that's how you get shares. That's how you get likes. So you truly just have to be yourself. Find out what you love. Yeah. Find out everything you love. I'm gonna say everything you love. Put it around you.
Yeah, write down, get a paper, write down everything you love, all the topics you love. Some of you guys are into gematria. Some of you guys, like, whatever it is.
Even if it's eating ice cream. If you love it, like it has to be passion. Don't just eat, I just like how it tastes. If you actually love ice cream to the point to where you doing research on how ice cream is made, you collecting ice cream sickle sticks, you doing way more about this ice cream than anybody else on the planet because you just love everything about ice cream. You doing research on the cows that it come from, the different types of ice cream. That like I love spirituality, so I'm looking at everything. I can identify fake spirituality because I actually know what it is because I'm passionate about this. This is what my soul came to this planet to do. Yeah. That's why I'm with another passionate God right here. You know, he in the same boat as me, man.
How long you been plant-based?
I've been plant-based from July to
Oh, this July?
July to September. But my girl, she was plant-based as well, but she ate fish, and so she was pescatarian. But she don't eat no like beef or nothing like that. But so that I ain't gonna lie, that caused me to start getting more into pescatarian because I grew up in Charleston, South Carolina, so I grew up
around fish
and all that. So it's like being with somebody that's just hard, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, but we don't eat fish and stuff all the time, but. Yeah, everything plant based. Like we don't eat nothing else. We might have a little. If we gonna make something, we might put a little salmon. But that salmon good as hell, boy. And I got a girl that know how to. My girl made some vegan hot dogs, bro. She got the big carrots and she put it in some it's some type of way she preparated. She used walnut meat to make the chili on it. Oh, bro, she just know how to cook everything vegan, bro. I'm glad I got a girl that know how to cook vegan stuff. Like, yeah, she be filling me up.
Yeah, so we're gonna give some advice to the next people who want to come up in the spiritual community, what do you recommend they do? Whether it's consistency, staying out of drunk, what's the things you want to give out?
If you ain't, I'm glad we're talking about passion. If you ain't really passionate about this stuff, don't do it, because that's why I say do things that you love, right? Like you have to really love it, because I'm doing what I gotta do through the highs and the lows. Y'all know what happened with my girl when I got hit across my head in the neck. After a few weeks later, I'm still dropping spiritual shit. Cause I'm not doing that because I just want to do it for money, get attention. I started doing it because I got tired of doing things that I thought was supposed to get me money, supposed to make me successful. You know, I wanted to be a big rapper, big producer, because everybody else was doing it. That's not really what I was passionate about. Like I was dropping all these beats and making all these songs and trying to get in the music industry and stuff like that. But on the back end, I was doing spiritual research. I was doing that in the shadows. Nobody knew about my spiritual research. But it got to a point where I just got tired of all the fake stuff and all the trying to be something, trying to do something that I think is the way. And I just said, I hit rock bottom, just trying to just live through other people's eyes. And I just said, fuck it. If it works, it works. I just start just dropping spiritual. I just start saying, fuck what people think. I'm going to do what I love to do. I start just dropping spiritual knowledge, and I blew up immediately. Like it didn't take no time for me to blow up, because I already was doing research on this type of stuff way before y'all even knew who I was. So it was easy for me to come up, because I'm really passionate about this type of shit. I've been meditating before TikTok before TikTok was a TikTok, I've been doing this stuff. So it's like, yeah, I had my spiritual awakening until 2017, and that's when I really started getting into everything. Yeah, so I didn't come off the TikTok wave where people just wear crystal and think that they spiritual. No, I really tie everything into real life. I remove the knowledge that's not healthy. I turn it into wisdom so I could teach other people. Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. And I make music out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. My advice would definitely be to be consistent. Be consistent if you're coming up on the conscious community, or if you're someone who's more metaphysical and you want to share information, you want to start something. Be consistent. That's you guys see, like, you have to be consistent. You also have to have quality. Like, invest. I do feel like you should invest your money into things. Like, whether it's a studio, whether it's looking good, invest in your hairstyle. Yeah. You got to invest something, because you want to, like, at the end of the day, we're still in the matrix. So if you're not investing nothing, everything is revolved around the matrix. You know what I'm saying? So people shop with their eyes. That's a fact. People judge off their eyes. So you have to always kind of look and appear good. So I'm saying, so invest in good quality cameras, invest in good clothes. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be showing yourself, invest in quality information and make sure the information you're doing is well structured. So quality is always gonna be quantity. You can post every day, but if you ain't gonna have no quality, quality. Yeah, just quality. Yeah.
That separates you from everybody else, because that shows that you really love what you do.
Yeah.
That you're gonna make sure that it's the best way that you can do it.
You willing to pay.
You willing to pay to do what you love to do. Yes, you're gonna stand out, bro, if you do that.
That's where the seriousness comes from.
Because it's too much things that you adding on to it. You adding on your love and your passion mixed with you paying for it. So now you getting the professional ways done. Mm-hmm. Mix on with any other business techniques that you like. You just adding all of your love in a pile and making and with it and going through your path, figuring out what else you love, what else you can add on to this big ball of love, profession, consistency. All of that is gonna make you who you are. Do not copy nobody. Like you could look at other people to see what they do to make their stuff better, but in general, go off of your heart, your passion, what you love, bro. Because that's what's going. Because when it's your time, you don't want to do what somebody else is doing, and their time is up. Now, what you supposed to be doing, your time about to come next week, but because you ain't doing what you love to do, you going to miss out on your time, and you ain't never going to be famous or big or be rewarded for what you really love to do. So stay on your purpose, bro, for real.
Yeah, definitely. And it shows that people who fall off kind of like the community, when I say fall off, like they stop posting or they just don't want to do it no more, it shows that they may have not had a lot of passion. I'm not gonna say no names, but we've seen like people like that have been in the community and they're no longer really like posting anymore. Yeah. Maybe they probably wasn't doing it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like Young Furrow, I don't know what happened with him, but did you ever watch him?
Yeah, I watched him.
Yeah, so he's someone I still might watch him once in the blue moon because I feel like he's very intellectual, very good communicator. He's a master number 33. The man is like, he has the gift of gab, so he's very smart. But man, sometimes it makes you wonder what really sparked him to stop. You know, so it's like, yeah, it's just you know.
And sometimes maybe, you know, think about it, maybe it just was his time to stop. Because when you look at Bobby Hemmett, he had a stroke.
Yeah.
And that stroke caused him not to do no more lectures. And I heard that Young Pharaoh, he was poisoned.
Yeah, I heard that he was poisoned with drugs.
Yeah, he was poisoned with drugs. So maybe that was his sign.
And the paranoia, like when you're under that influence, bro, that paranoia, he thought like, you know, CIA was out there. And so all that stuff, bro, sticks, that memory stick. So now he probably think like, that's why I say stay away from experiences that you can't handle or like understand like, yo, you do one of those psychedelic trips, man. Like, you know, just make sure you grounded and you with the right people.
Yeah, facts. Because something easily can get into you, bro.
Yeah, like if you think about, thought forms are real, so if you keep thinking about the same thing over and over and over again and you're on a bad trip, you're going to manifest it. You can possibly manifest it. So it's like being careful what you think of, not sleeping around, protecting your energy, keeping good spiritual hygiene. Also, you know, just being having a high worth too. Don't be like, nah, I don't need no money. I'm not like, money's evil, because then it shows that you don't want to really experience your life a little bit. You don't want to travel a little bit. You don't want, you know, so being balanced. A lot of spiritual people take this too serious to where they're not trying to pay bills no more. And they, you know, if you're off the grid, and that's different. I'm talking about like, you have to pay bills. You have to pay bills. Yeah. Like, so you still got to be a little realistic. It's just like balancing spirituality with reality. If you're not balancing it, bro, oh my gosh. Like,
yeah, you have to balance.
Just people that, balance.
Woo. Like, even if, like, unless you're trying to be a jungle nigga, bro, you got bills to pay, bro. So I would say master your craft, bro. Because mastered crafts get paid for. Like we was talking about, deserve. You have to feel like you deserve the money.
Deserve it, yeah. Whether it's dropping crystals, you know, whatever skill it is, whether it's speaking, you know, some people have the natural gift of gab. Some people have the natural gift of charm. Just like they say everyone's born with 5 gifts. Everybody has a gift. It's about finding those gifts and trying to put those on the spotlight. Because, you know, Saturn returns at 27, which is your career. Saturn does your career. So it's like your career is going to be good. You will you will be successful in your life. But you have to feel like you can know your gifts and kind of keep consistent. Like once you find that trigger, that little juicy spot, keep hitting it. Like keep hitting that spot. And you're gonna be what I'm basically saying, once you find your sweet spot, like what you're really good at, you have to like sit in that sweet spot and kind of just let the fruit grow. Then you'll be fruitful. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's just like when you about to have some sex. Keep hitting that spot, boy. Shit, it gonna come out.
Yeah, but we got any more topics you want to go over? Anything that came to mind?
I feel like all this beefing in this community is crazy. I feel like beefing.
Yeah, we see a lot of like name calling. You know, a lot of the healers are beefing, and then you know, a lot of some teachers be beefing, and leaders or big people with influences, and it's just like we all at the end of the day got a platform, and they said a quote. A black man is easy to take down because his people will help him do it. I saw that quote yesterday. I'm like, damn, that shit hurt. Like, really, like if you melanated, bro, your people like can switch on you. Like if they're not like really the real people, you know, we're gonna have loyal supporters, real supporters, and then fake supporters. But the fake people will switch on you if your melanated is higher chance rather than a Spanish community. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you know, but this has been happening since the beginning of time. I sent you a thing about a picture about slavery. They said the reason why black people hate now is because in slavery we was trained to snitch if someone was leaving. If a slave was leaving, we was trained to be like, nah, you're not supposed to do that. We would tell the slave master. So we wasn't trained to see another black man do good, or another black woman do good. So that's why there's so much hate in the community now, because we're like, nah. We're like, nah, we're not having it. So it's just like most people who are on a level are okay with it because they're on the same level. You're not gonna hate on someone who you have the same, but it's usually people who are maybe in like whatever it is, they're in poverty, or maybe they don't really have a lot going on for themselves. Maybe they're not happy with their life. They might have those slave instincts from the past to snitch or to get or not understand why that person has a lot of things going on. So then it's like they trained subconsciously in the past, like they trained to kind of feel away. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's a difference though between keeping things in check and actually being a hater type shit. Like if you a hater, I don't even gravitate. I wouldn't even attract you in my life for real. But if you trying to keep me in check, it's like I keep myself in check, so I can identify whether somebody is trying to just keep me in check, make sure I'm on the right path, and whether somebody just hating. If you hating, bro, there's nothing you could do to stop me, because I didn't start this with you. I don't know who you are. You know, I started this with myself, God, and my mama was there. I always remember who I started this with. I didn't start. I was doing this before I even met you. So I'm not even about to, people that come along my path, I'll know if God sent them because I'm already grounded. Like, I don't give that. Like, I got all these followers. You look at all these followers. You look at all this, what I'm getting. I'm already grounded. I was already grounded before I even came on platforms. Like, I already knew who I was. I just knew who I wanted to be still. So I just keep walking on my own path. That's it. My path got me these followers. My path got me all of these, money or whatever else is to come, because I'm just going to keep walking. Keep walking. And my path going to lead me to something else that y'all going to look at and say, how he get that? He sell out. He had to sell out. He don't know what he talking about. He talking about all kind of stuff this ain't in the Bible. This ain't in the Bible. Bro, I'm walking my path that God making me walk through. The Bible is already here. It's time for new messages to come out.
Yeah.
And maybe I need to say stuff that's in the Bible that you ain't never read yet.
That's the thing about the Bible. The Bible is outdated, because you got to understand it doesn't update. So you're looking at a book that was written by a man. It didn't get no software updates, like iOS get software updates. And then you still feeling like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Even Meta's ahead of the Bible, because at least Meta has chat. They have ChatGPT, very, very powerful source, which you can ask new information updates every day. Bible has not gotten an update forever, and it was it's created by a man. So it's just like, I definitely seen through religion a long time ago, and seen that the real God is like within ourselves, within the practices that they took from us.
Facts. Just tap in, bro. That's why I be saying when I say tap in, bro. Just tap in.
And and even about the drama in the community, it's just like there's already so many people beefing. Why would we get in the drama too? It's like you won't make it even worse. And we have big platforms, so you really think we trying to get in the drama and make that would affect the whole community, because there's already people doing it. We have to be the good influences, to focus on ourselves and stay like in our own path. Because when you get into drama, it's like it's a lot of negative energy, because it's like I'm be honest, melanated people love drama. Black people love drama. It's like I feel like it's in our DNA. So it's like it's going to get views, but no, like it's just going a lot of negative energy. So we're not being a good example. So drama is not good. If you're in the black community, that's another community. But we are in the more conscious world. So it's like we trying to stay away from like drama. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
facts. And it's like even when it come to the drama that happened with me, as far as what happened to my neck, I didn't go live to start any drama, but that was part of my path, and I didn't know what else to do. The police was coming, so I really went live to make sure I'm protected, just to make sure I have some camera evidence of something.
Jump on it. I'm about to turn myself in. I don't know if I'ma be free. I had problems with my girl. Fights that are making me bleed. She pregnant 5 months. I just wanted a family. Stayed in a toxic relationship for this long, trying to make that happen. I been saw all the red flags, but the baby was all on my mind. Now I gotta move forward with life.
Something happened to me.
Yeah.
So because police brutality happens all the time.
Okay. So that's why you went live.
Yeah, that's why I went live.
The police. Okay.
I was gonna say, I don't really care about no followers. I just know if these police is racist and shit, they could say anything or do anything. And she called the police on me, so I'm like, I already know how this shit gonna play. I'm black. Shit, blood has been drawn, and I just wanted to go live to make sure I'm protected. Nobody do nothing to me. But I'm not paying attention to how many people I'm making happy, lives I'm changing, and people who is helping me, people who look up to me. I just went live for my own protection, but I traumatized so much other people just from doing that. That's just so I can learn that I can't do that, bro, no more. Cause that made people cry, bro. People was crying because this happened to me.
Dang.
And sending me messages, and people still to this day.
They send you messages?
And they still be saying this stuff in the comments about this situation. So
well, what I learned is that like studying human reaction, studying kind of like society. Not everyone is logical. A lot of people are emotional. They might have been growing up the right way, where their mom nurtures them, their emotions are validated. So they're trained to be like react to their emotions. So when they see this crisis, they are gonna be a little emotional because like, oh my gosh, I care. Like some people really care. Like you got trolls and you got real people who actually care for us. Like they got real families. Like some people actually have a good life, so they actually literally feel bad when people don't, or they might have a crisis. They actually sparks you like, dang, So people who have like a bad life, they're like, oh man, you get through it, like la la la, I've been through that. They might troll because they probably been through it or maybe seen around that. But people who've had like a more stable life, they actually gonna have more good intentions. They're gonna have more good intentions for you because it's like, they're like, they may not agree with certain things. So
fact. Ooh, speaking of stable, that's another thing I want to talk about. Stability is so important, bruh. Family, bro. I gotta touch on family, bro. The family energy is the number one energy on the planet that you want to try to figure out how to harness. When you look at all these powerful people and you look at the 13 families, you don't even hear 13 people. You hear 13 families. And these families are the same families you hear that's tied to the presidency, tied to Queen Elizabeth. These are powerful families because family energy is so powerful, bro. Because this is the thing about family energy, right? Once you got everybody in your family on the same accord, right? And you got a house, okay, this is how you start your family. What's your last name? You got to already have a last name. What's your last name? So this last name will be carried down, and this is going to make your name more powerful. Because, when you hear famous people, you hear Thompson, that made Thompson, he's famous, he made Thompson more powerful. The Rothschilds, they're powerful. Every time you hear somebody last name Rothschild, that's a powerful person. They connected to powerful people. So family is important. So what family is, think of a big ball of energy. Think of a ball of energy. You started it with your goddess. You have to find your goddess. Make sure she's on the same accord as you, and y'all started this ball. So now y'all going to add things and make this ball bigger and bigger and bigger. And y'all, this is why you don't bring nobody in your circle. That's why they say keep it out your circle. Because as soon as you bring something in your circle, you can ruin the whole family energy. So this family, you want to keep this family energy protected. You want to make sure your wife and the husband is on accord. You add other things to the family.
Yeah.
I got a black cat. I just add some black cat powerful energy to my family energy. I just got a child. I got a baby. I just add more energy to my family energy. This is why the government destroys families. This is the main reason why the government say, hey, if you have a lot of kids with no daddy, we'll give you benefits. Because they know that family will be way more beneficial and it will hurt them. A family energy will hurt the system more than some damn benefits. So they'll give you extra money if you single because they know that if you actually have family, you build this family energy up. Oh, this is a problem.
See, now I see why people care about their partner's past. Because, like, let's say a partner has a lot of stuff in their trauma, like a lot of like hella trauma, like being like raped, all that stuff has to stay in the bloodline when you have children with that lady. Same thing with the goddess. If you talking to a guy and he's been in poverty his whole life, his family's in poverty, his bloodline's in poverty, you're gonna have to low key merge with a poverty bloodline. So that's why when you marry someone or have children with them and you want to be, you gotta really like see, okay, like I honestly feel like you should be picky, because some of you guys have already had babies, but if you haven't had a baby, you should be picky with who you have a baby with or who you have built a family with, because you want to try to find the highest, because you deserve it. Like, I'm somebody who really promotes self-worth. You deserve it. So you should find the highest like partner who has your best ideals, someone who, you know, what you prefer, but try to find someone who has good bloodline, has good parents. Who doesn't have if you talking to a girl and her parents been divorced and they've always been in trauma and hella relationships and they got diseases and all types of hexes and all these bad, just bad luck. That, and she has went through a lot of it and she's kind of getting out of it now because she met you. You have to realize that it's kind of going to low key stick a little bit, because it's like you could break those, but it's not the same. Like I just feel like you could break it, but it's going to be a little bit harder is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't, but you could break anything, but it's going to be a little bit harder rather than if you with someone who hasn't went through so much. Everyone's going to go through trauma, but when you're with somebody who's went through hella trauma and their family's all been through that, you're literally merging, and your kids are going to have that in their bloodline as well. So, yeah.
Family, bro.
Family, yeah. Family is more like when we pick up that phone call with our mom, it's just like it's nothing else. Like that mom phone call is like, I feel like home, bro. I feel home. I feel safe. You know, so family definitely is having your own children, your cousins, or like I have siblings. Like anybody who really like is your family, they go farther than you than a friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, a friend maybe might give up. But a family member will try to go out. I'm not saying all family members are gonna have your best interest. Like, you know, if you was raised and you became spiritual and your parents were religious, they may feel away. They may, you know, but the family members who you do trust, they are really gonna be like tired. You know what I actually said? I said your family is your clan. I said that before. Your family is like your real clan. If you make your own family, you have a son, a daughter, and a wife, you have a clan, bro. Mm-hmm. That's like a real clan. If you go off the grid and y'all go and you go off the grid and you make, you know, a village, and you make that's a real clan that you can actually, you know, grow and have multiple sons. You can grow warriors, you can grow archers, you can grow farmers. Mm-hmm. It sounds like a clan to me. It sounds like a tribe.
Facts.
They yeah.
And they make it to where, bro, because they understand this energy. This is a powerful energy. And another thing about it, the reason they do all of this, the reason they make sure, okay, if you gonna get married, you gotta get married through us. You gotta go sign these contracts and get married through the government. You have to, you know, they'll lock a black person up and remove the daddy from the house. Now the wife and the kid has to go up by themselves, because it's a divide and conquer tactic. It's divide and conquer. If we can keep, that's the first thing they did when they came to divide us. They separated us. They caused us to kill each other. They called fuck bitches get money. They want you to be connected to their system. Money is their system. Yeah. That's their shit. So as long as you chasing money and saying fuck bitches, you saying fuck your own people for them, for this white person on this paper. So that's your family. You got to realize you making them more powerful because you've made this system your family. You made their money your family. And now, now you liable for anything. You don't have real family. So you've been conquered. You have been conquered. Like, just realize.
And you're right. Most guys who call goddesses, F bitches, all that, most of them, they don't really find a good woman. Because that's all they mind. It's like literally, bro, like every time I write on my vision board, I'm gonna find a good goddess I do. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, that's your facts. Because you have to literally understand that, yeah, you know, there might be a lot of bull crap guys out here and guys who don't have good intentions. And the same with women. There's a lot of women out here who don't really have good intentions, or they not high quality, low quality women. 3 or 4 is like something that's going viral, like whatever. But the thing is, you can find, like, it's like that's why they say your imagination is so powerful. Like, we both Pisces sons, so it's like your imagination is so powerful. If you really feel like there's a guidance out there that is for you, there is. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that mindset is what's only going to attract you. If you know you're going to be wealthy, you're going to be wealthy, bro. Because it's like you're not stopping. It's like it's like healthy obsession. You know it's there. So it's like, yeah, you know, having your imagination, being optimistic, and that's going to always be your best friend.
Yeah. Facts.
Yep. Always going to be your best friend. And then protecting your energy, you know, I know you make a lot of times about protecting your energy. Protecting your energy through like not being around the wrong people, not going to like, you know, like bad areas. You know, that's like one of the best ways to protect your energy. Yeah,
protecting your energy, not going around. If you got a family energy, bro, like your energy already protected. Now you got an energy to where now you can go out in the world, collect things and bring it back to the family, bring it back to your wife. Put it on the table. She cooks it. She puts everything in place. And people, that's one thing I want to understand, because you know a lot of men don't really be with a woman. They have sex with a lot of women, but a lot of men don't actually know what women are here for. They think they really just coochie. Let me tell y'all what a woman have done. For me being with a woman, a pregnant one for 9 months, a woman will manage your life. Remember, a woman will manage your life, bro. That's the main thing I can really explain about it. A woman is like a natural manager, bro. Like, I have a baby right now. Where you think the baby at? With my goddess, she's managing, she's feeding it, making sure the baby is okay, so I can come out here and do this interview. That's what a woman is for. So I don't have to pay nobody, pay people who's not in my family, who I don't trust around my kids to take care of my kids. You send your kid to daycare. You don't know them people. Right. Now your kids waking up looking at other people. That's why as a man, you have to do your job and you have to pay the bills. The reason you need to pay the bills because now you give your goddess time to nurture and take care of your house, bruh. It's your house, bruh. And when she have kids and when that baby come out her, she's not going to be able to work. She's not going to be able to work because she's open. She can't have sex for no 6 months. So now it's up to me to make sure I bring food back to the house, bring money back to the house, give it to my goddess and let her handle all that. But you got to be somebody you trust. But you're not going to attract, people say, I can't trust no girl. They're going to take everything from me. They're going to cheat on me. Well, that means you cheat yourself. That means you don't trust yourself. Right. For you to attract somebody that you don't trust, that means you don't trust yourself. So there's something about you that you need to fix. Maybe you need to get out the fuck bitches get money. Because if you in that mind state, you are what you attract. Yeah. If you keep thinking that bitches ain't nothing but sex, then that's all you're gonna attract.
Yeah. Some guys, I see that on Instagram. I see some guys like that. Like, oh my gosh, nah, bro. All women are gonna leave you. All women are like girl cheaters. I'm like, bro, what the heck? Like that. Those guys have mother issues. Yeah. Other women like that, yes, but there's not just all one be all. We know that. Like, that's a kid mindset. We know that all men are not cheaters. We know that all women aren't. So if you have that mindset, you're still in elementary school. You might as well go to middle school, go to high school and graduate and understand that there's 12 different zodiac signs and everyone has a different personality and that everybody, is different. And some people are loyal, some people aren't. Some people like men who are a little aggressive, some people do, and some people don't. And some men like women who might dress a certain way, and so everybody has a different preference. What I'm saying. Not everybody has the same preference. So and everybody has a different style.
And that mind state people be talking about like, oh, men is polygamous, bro. That has been, the polygamy mind state has been corrupted. You not living in Egypt no more. You not living, you're not living in goddamn Africa no more. We in America, nigga. We in a place where women have to fend for themselves. You think they about to care about your goddamn ass when they trying to survive? Bruh, that's what I'm saying. Women not supposed to cheat, bruh. If you in America, bruh, you are what you attract. Yeah, if you cheat, your woman gonna cheat.
And the thing is, women gotta survive nowadays. A lot of women are in the masculine area. So you really think a woman gonna really put herself in the feminine area when she trying to fend off and survive herself? Yeah. And you trying to be like, I'm gonna be polygamous. I'm gonna have three, four goddesses. And then on top of that, you not giving them attention. You know, you're not giving them a lot of the time. And if you are, it's like you got to make sure you choosing. That's why polygamy is one of the hardest things, because you got to make sure you choosing women who are feminine enough. And that is just in America, most women don't. And that's the thing, women don't care. Like, you could tell a woman she don't care. You know what I'm saying? People don't care no more. So it's just like, you gotta be realistic on the polygamy thing. A lot of guys who I've seen be polygamous, they've used it for manipulation. They'd be like, talk to the girls. They really not polygamous. They really wouldn't marry them. They just doing it just to say it, but they not really gonna marry the woman. You know what I'm saying? It's like a temporary thing in the moment thing to kind of say for a few months, hey, like I just want to keep my options open. But you ain't gonna really marry these women. You ain't gonna really have a house and marry 4 women, 3 women, and for the rest of your life. If you ain't gonna be serious with her, and you gonna break her heart. A lot of women's heart get broken, and then they can't let it go, and that's why you see a lot of women now who are also with bad energy, like 3 or 4s and this and that, because they got heartbroken like 3 or 4 times, so they gave up. And they give up.
And it's like, bro, we just don't have a lot of leaders. We don't have a lot of men for real. So it's like, bro, a lot of these women is corrupted, bro. Like I said before, it's like, bro. It's like when my girl came to me, I attracted a strong woman who was family oriented already, who had so many good traits with her. She meditated already, but she was just corrupted by being with the wrong man, being with the wrong leader. Being with the wrong person could have you going in a whole nother direction, but that's not who is your person. So when she came with me, I pretty much stopped smoking, stopped drinking, stopped doing everything that that's why I say, as a man, bro, it's your job to become the strongest man you can become, because you have to be stronger than these corrupted men. Because it's a lot of strong men that's corrupted. Yeah. And because they're strong, though, everybody think that this is the right way to be. So if you want to fix your planet as a man, if you want to fix your planet in your country, in your city, you have to be the strongest man there. So you have to be stronger than the man that's fucking up your city. That's corrupt. You have to be stronger than him. So I'm a righteous man, but I still got to be strong because I'm a man. If 2 lions come together, it don't matter what this lion thinking about, and it don't matter what this lion. You see the movies all the time. If the negative evil man become the leader, he's going to do whatever he want to do to the planet. Yeah. Because he's the leader. He's the strongest. So as you, the righteous man, y'all both still men. So you got to be stronger than him mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Because it's something about this man that he has a weakness. And most men who is evil and most of them ain't really evil. They just went through trauma in their past, and now they just reflecting internally on the outside. So that's something you got over them. If you could do your shadow work and get through any trauma you got, you already got a 1-up over him. Because now you know the only reason he evil is because he's emotional. That's majority of the men in America. Emotional. They don't have emotional stability. So that's one thing that they fuck up at. They crash out. And now they fuck up their whole operation, because now you going with your mental, because you're not moving off your emotions. You stronger than him emotionally. So all you got to do is tip him off and he going to crash out. You can get him to do whatever you want to do. So now you just got to be strong in all areas, and now you could take this shit over. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
That's what happened to the men. The men are now, the hood men are now crash outs. That's what they are. Overly aggressive crash outs. And the women are what they call 304s. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm talking about the lower vibrational part of the hood. Those parts are the experiments, is what I'm saying. They have been experimented on. They have been successfully what the elites want. So it's like, we are like not what they want, basically. Yeah. More educated, like a lot of, I've talked to someone about this. A lot of like men or women who have like actual good speaking skills, black people will call them, oh, these speak white. Well, it's not really white, just educated. It's a little more educated. So it's like, just because I don't have a hood accent, I don't act hood, doesn't mean, it doesn't really mean much. It just means that probably the person has more education, or probably they are living more proper with the way they was growing up. But it doesn't mean that they won't fight you. it doesn't mean that. like,
I mean, they won't shoot you.
Right. So the way someone speaks has nothing to do with how they will protect themselves. That's basically what it's being said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Facts, bro. It's stole. You stole a man, bro. Lions have to fight. Even gazelles fight. Gazelle men fight. Even you look in nature, bro. Any male thing have to fight for their territory.
Yeah. That the food. When I say the food, like, you know, I'm getting big into herbology, and it's like the food is so bad for you. I'm now like I fast like every day now, but the reason why I say this is because as soon as I eat something that is like from a package, I get my mood fluctuates, and I'm like, bro, this food is mood modifiers now. So it's like that's why we have to drink teas, and I drink my teas. I eat my food. I mean my fruits. I eat everything that's healthy because as soon as I go off track and I start eating some packaged vegan food, I'm like, I start feeling weird, bro. Like the soy, like a lot of those things have soy, and even if it doesn't have soy, it might have other things, and all these chemicals, bro, just mess with your mood. So fasting and eating healthy, it can really, like, you see a lot of herbalists, they're powerful. They move like with power because they healthy. So a man's body, his temple, like keeping it clean is gonna definitely add on like 100% ore.
100% more, yeah. People, that's the reason people be like, why you vegan? You don't eat anything. Shit, once you realize it's all about the energy in the food, bro, and you realize, okay, you eating meat, you eating, so whatever you eat, your brain eats as well. If you eating chicken and it digests in your system, your brain has to eat that.
Eat it too.
So now you a chicken-headed ass nigga.
Which is fear. Chickens have fear.
Chickens have
before
fear.
They die, so that's why there's so many fear. I see a lot of people who, oh my gosh, I would never do that, and it's just something as simple as making a video. They're scared of like everything, so it's the fear that's inside of them. But they literally, when they're making these food packages, they're literally like, this is what they're saying. They're like, hey, put in the box. We need to make sure that these men testosterone is low, because if it gets too high, it's scary. Like they're really saying this, so we have to understand that. Okay, it's an intentional attack on the food. Intentional. So yeah, that's the message. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and end it off, y'all. We appreciate you guys for watching. It's been, me and my platform Beyond 5D and Arcazecansee. You guys do want more? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Any last words?
Oh yeah, it's your peace, y'all boys. And if y'all boys want any copper jewelry, me and him mess with IME Vibes. So it's IAME Vibes with a Z at the end.com. And I got a 10% off, I think 10 to 15% off code. Just type in Arcazecansee at checkout. You got a code?
No, I don't got a code yet.
Okay, but yeah. And copper cups, you can get that from him. Or you can get it from him. He got copper cups. Yeah.
All right.
Got your website?
Yes. Oh yeah. Make sure you guys go beyond5d.com. We're really changing up the website a lot, going through a lot of major changes, getting a new landing page. Really changing up completely. But more herbs are coming. Keep cleansing your body. Know your worth and keep rising. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man.
Energy and affirmations that goes into these crystals is amazing. I can feel the energy when the package was here.
The packaging was good, and you can feel the power in these. They have crystals. They have real crystals.
I don't even know how to explain it, but it was pressure. Pressure!
Just love it. I love it.
Everything legit,
This is not just a person who's just selling these herbs and crystals just to look good. You can actually feel the intentions within these crystals. The name is Beyond 5D. You're gonna feel beyond 5D.
Do you believe in miracles?
I'm a believer, receiver. My goal is my girl, and it's cheaper to keep
this a year ago, something like that. I still got it, still in great condition.
The website had them sooner than they told me it was gonna be.
When I ordered it, I got it literally in like 3 days. When I was told it was supposed to come within 5 to 6 days.
They'll throw you free ones, you know what I'm saying, and discounts.
It's legit. 100% legit. Really good people.
Research on it. I've seen a lot of people say it's the real deal. It's the real deal.
And I love the way I feel wearing it. Plus,
It's like that, man. You gotta go ahead and tap in with Beyond 5D.
this is helpful all the way. Thank you to Beyond 5D because these are amazing.
Do you
receiver. My goal is my girl and it's cheaper to keep her. My glow in this world is unique like my features. I know I'm the word on the street with the sweepers.